Hi, guys. Welcome to the Steelers Chat and welcome to week 4 of the Steelers Chat. And I know what you're thinking. I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to stress. I don't want you to overthink this, right? You can overthink it. Just don't be too concerned. Don't stress out. Don't panic. Don't jump. A few of you are jumping ship right now. And although I understand, but now's not the time. So hold on. Take a deep breath. Don't panic just yet, okay? We're in week 4. I predicted 11-6, okay? We're 1-2. Okay, we have time. If we go 1-3 this week, we still have time. Uh, we can work this out. I think we can. We might fall to 10-7, but it's a workable thing though. So just hold on for me. That's what I need right now. You can see I'm wearing my little referee shirt because if the Steelers think they're going to go in Lambeau Field with the offense that they had I'm not even going to say 2 weeks, the last 3 weeks with that offense, they're going to need help from these guys because they're not getting any help from the refs. But if they think they're going to win, they're going to need help from the refs because the way that they're playing, it's nearly impossible for them to score. And although Aaron Rodgers isn't putting up 40 points a game, we can't even put up 20 last week. So score 20 points is not good, and it's definitely it's not going to work well or happen or paint a picture of success in Lambeau Field against Aaron Rodgers, okay? Because although they scored 3 week 1, and I think the most we scored so far is 23 points. That's still not going to beat Aaron Rodgers. They had a bad week 1, but they've been scoring 30 ever since. So if we can't put up offense, we're in trouble. There's really not much to say. I don't have to analyze Aaron Rodgers' team in any capacity when all of the problems lie in the Steelers' offense. That's it. Like, no other team on this schedule matters if the Steelers can't produce on offense. The schedule, it don't matter. If you can't put up 20 plus points in a game, I don't care who your opponent is. I don't care. You're going to lose to everybody on the schedule if your offense can't drive down the field. I don't have to know who's on the other side of the ball. Because these guys on this offensive front, this offensive line, they can't not get a penalty. Like, yeah, I know Tomlin anticipated a lot of penalties, but it was horrendous last week. Which is one of the reasons why I'm wearing my ref shirt. Because if they're going to win this game, they're going to need some help. Okay? They're going to need some help. So, yeah. That's really the heart of this whole thing. They're going to need a lot of help. And I am one of those people, I'm still optimistic because it's so early. But I'm not letting anybody off the hook. Starting with coaches from Tomlin to Canada. This is the question that I have. And this is where I just want to know, because this will move us down the line. If the play calling is so much right in front of us, meaning we're not throwing down the field, everything is in front. Everything is right here in front of us. The short passes, where we're going, mostly to chase if we're going outside. I know Deontay's not there, but James Washington is. He had a few attempts. If everything is just right there in front of a defense, why are we not changing up the play calling? I watched Aaron Rodgers. I watched Tom Brady. I watched them throw the ball, 30 plus yards down the field. And I'm like, dang, why are we not doing that? And is it because we don't want to do it, or is it because we can't do it? I know they can't make an announcement and say, hey, we don't have the ability to throw the ball down the field. But is it truly because our quarterback cannot throw the ball? I don't believe that personally. Because if that's the case, then the organization has shot themselves in the foot and pretty much cost them, because everyone's onto your offensive game plan if you cannot throw the ball. So if you can throw the ball, I want to know why you're not doing it. And yeah, you're not going to tell us why, but I need to know. The people need to know why we're not throwing the ball down the field. And if it's a can't, or we just don't want to, I really would love to have that insight. I'm not going to share it with everybody, but I would love to know what the deal is with the play calling and why it's so upfront. And I know why it's highly anticipated, because it's what we do. We don't do anything else. And Najee, being the workhorse that he's been, last week he got overworked and underpaid. Okay, that man was worked. So, but I liked it. And I saw the frustration from him when he made a first down and there's a flag on the ground. I liked seeing that, because it's like, look, get angry, get frustrated, encourage your teammates to be better. Because sometimes you got to hear it inside. Like, hey, y'all, we suck. We need to get better. This is not right. We're going to work together to get this right. So sometimes you need that in your tribe, even though you're hearing it outside. You need to hear that inside sometimes too. So I was happy to see him get a little frustrated on some of those flags, because there were too many. And that's another reason why I'm wearing my ref shirt, because the refs, they haven't given breaks. We need them, but they haven't. That roughing the passer call, that was a bad call on Melvin Ingram. Not that the game could have been won, but it was a horrible call, and it led to a touchdown, which usually that happens. Have you ever noticed that when we get a big bogus call, the team usually scores in a drive or two after that? And it's like, bro, and I don't know why that is, but it always seems to happen to us. It's crazy. But offense is key. I know Ben praised the offensive line. They did do better, but they didn't do good enough. Ben didn't play good enough. I don't know how much worse this team can get. So that's why I'm more optimistic than a lot of you may be, because it's not too much worse. Like, what, they're not going to score anything? Only going to score 3? What, they're going to score in the first quarter and none of the other quarters? Because it's not too much worse than this. So I'm optimistic. I just based off of the last 2 weeks, I don't see them winning in Lambeau. It's a beautiful time of year to go to Lambeau. It's not too cold. So they'll have that on their side. I don't know the exact weather report, but it's not going to be 30 degrees in Lambeau. So that's plus. But unless they can put some offensive movement, and I'm not going to be cheerleading. I actually am, though. I am, because I'm Team Pat. And seeing him get that touchdown, I'm like, you need to involve, I think I say this every week, involve those tight ends. Ebron, yeah, involve those tight ends, okay? Because Pat, sorry, Ebron. You know, not that you're terrible. It's just, yeah. I think he's a good guy. Just, I worry about him sometimes. But yeah, I love Pat though. Pat, he did miss a catch, but I don't know if that was on him. But Ebron, man, yeah. We'll get there. But like I said, unless the refs suit up and they're fine as Steeler fan attire, I don't see how our offense can compete. I'm not one of those fans that say, oh, it's Steelers or nothing. I'm always going to root for my team. Yes, I'm always going to root for my team, but I'm also a realist. And if Aaron Rodgers is putting up 30 points a game and we can't put up 20, I don't see anyone picking the Steelers to win this game. And I would love it if they come out and pull this out. I would love it. I would be such a fan. I would be jumping for joy if they went into Lambeau Field and came out with a win. But they haven't shown me anything to say otherwise. So hopefully they can get in there this week on Sunday and they can prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove the whole world wrong, not just me. Because I don't know if there's any analyst out there that's going to say they're going to pull this off. I don't see it. So bottom line, guys, defensively, I think we understand our assignment. We understand our weapons. Not having Alex Smith out there. TJ is still questionable. Man, it being week 4 and we do get some guys back next week, hopefully. Just all around, I didn't even spend a lot of time on talking about defensively because our offense was so bad. Defense got a pass. Not that they were good or don't deserve any criticism because they very much do. Losing that 75 sack record, like 75 games straight with a sack, that hurt me. I don't know how they feel about it, but I'm hurt by that. I'm like, wait, we didn't get a sack? Not one? So losing that pressure on the left and the right, like, not that, the guys, the guys filling in couldn't and didn't. It just wasn't dynamic enough for the Bengals to be affected by it. So yeah, defensively, I was hurt. I was happy for Terrell Edmonds with the interception, so that was great. I was sad because I was like, wait, if he doesn't already put us in field goal range with the interception, I don't know what we're going to do because we can't seem to move the ball. And what happened? Nothing happened because we couldn't move the ball. And it's sad to see your defense out there, fighting for you and you can't fight for yourself. And we've seen that time and time again, right? That's not a surprise. I want to still keep my energy high because there's so much room for opportunity and winning. And I don't want to be someone that's just so worrisome and troublesome about the team. It's bad, okay? Like I said, it's not too much further bad you can go from where we are right now. And I know Coach Tomlin will rip all the fun out of the locker room if it continues to go south. Hopefully that will help. I do remember the instance when we were 0-4 that year. He was like, no phones, no, like y'all ain't having fun up in here. I don't know if it's gotten to that point yet. And we don't want it to get that bad, but whatever happens. Whatever gets us to winning, I'm all for it. So let's see how these guys do this week. I'm looking for definitely improvement. Najee, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Pat. I don't remember if Juju was still on the injury list. I know he didn't practice. Today's Wednesday's practice. He didn't practice today, but neither did Ben. I think it's like a normal kind of thing, so I'm not too worried about that. So we'll see. Deontay's still out. I hope he gets back soon. Wishing him a speedy recovery. They haven't placed him on IR, so that to me says possibly he's day to day or week to week or something like that. I'm looking for some James Washington. Again, I always get excited when he gets the ball in his hands because he definitely has something to prove. So more plays to James Washington. I do like seeing Chase Claypool fight for the ball, but let's just definitely involve Pat and James more into the offense. And the offensive line, they got to do better. Let's get a lot less penalties this week, guys. Let's work on that. Come on, refs, help us out. Go blind if you have to while we have the ball. Do what you got to do. But yeah, work on it, guys, and get better. I will be watching the game from, I don't know where I'm watching the game yet. It won't be, I should have went to Lambeau. It's a perfect time of the year. I saw Lambeau. I was like, oh, it's cold. But it's October, so it would have been fine. But I will be watching the game. You guys feel free to join me. I will be on my Instagram, the Steelers Chat Join me on there. I try to post as much as I can while I'm watching the game with you all. I will see you then, and I think the Steelers will score 17 now. They'll get 17 this week. We got 10 last week. Let's get back up to 17 from the week before. Why not? My goal is definitely 20 for them, but 17 is definitely an improvement from last week. So, and I think the Green Bay Packers are going to score like 28 or more. Yeah. So 17-28. Green Bay. But follow me on the Steelers chat, y'all. I'm having such an amazing time talking to you all. I hope you're enjoying what I have to say, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.